Trump means it or not is kind of irrelevant because he's saying the things to people who are hurting. And it's why every beaten down, nameless, forgotten working stiff who used to be part of what was called the middle class loves Trump. He is the human.
That's Michael Moore's explanation. Why people voted for Donald Trump. His brand new film called Fahrenheit 11/9 premiered at the Toronto International Film Festival to great interest. It's opening today. So Eli is back as we talk about Fahrenheit 11/9. He's taken on healthcare, he's taken on guns, he's taken on General Motors, and now helping us understand the Donald Trump phenomenon.
Yeah, kind of how we got here and also what comes next, and even some theories about whether President Trump will ever leave the White House. Now, it is a Michael Moore documentary, but you almost have to put that in air quotes because it's a polemic. It's a one-sided argument, but nobody makes an argument like Michael Moore. Just the way he combines the archive footage, the music, and everything together. It's like a feature-length music video montage. Let me give you a little taste with a bit from the trailer. Let's take a look.
I hate some of these people, but I'd never kill them.
How do you deal with this? You're never going to be able to unsee what you saw.
Try to impeach him. Just try it. You will have a spasm of violence in this country like you've never seen.
So, I mean, there you go. You got President Trump, you have David Hogg, one of the Parkland shooting survivors, you have Roger Stone, you have explosions, you have the rock and roll soundtrack all pushing us forward. It actually starts almost like a slow-motion horror film with the Democrats gleefully predicting victory, and then, of course, you know what happened. Now, then Moore takes a detour to his hometown of Flint, Michigan, where he's taking a look at the water crisis. Now, he's trying to connect the dots, saying you had a governor who's business-friendly, and that's what led to lead in the water. I'm not quite sure he connects that to Trump so strongly, but then what's interesting is he moves on and takes a look at the Democrats. And that's where Moore really kind of finds his own brand of fire and fury, talking about the Democrats compromising too much, being too weak. It is Michael Moore. So subtle it ain't. There is a Hitler-Trump comparison. I think what's fresh here is a smidge of hope, a smidge of empathy. So, for example, talking to a nurse who's worked with these kids, who's looking at their lead levels after they drank this water, and you see a different approach from Moore. And then I think that feeling of maybe change can come talking to the new wave of Democrats aiming at the midterms. But then thinking of the midterms, I have to wonder, I mean, that's why this movie's coming out now. Will it change minds? And I still feel like he is preaching to the converted. I can't see him really changing minds if people are already wearing those red mega caps. 3.5 stars out of 5. Very effective, entertaining argument, but don't know if it'll move the needle.